leaving a rest stop here in Tennessee. I'm right outside of Fort Campbell. I've decided that I'm gonna end this trip, man. I'm just too hot. I knew it was gonna be hot this time of year, but this is just another level, man. I was just like cooking in my car all day today, cooking in my tent all last night. Let me get going on the highway here. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, man. I'm probably not even gonna put this online. I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking on this trip. Just kind of unsure of my car being able to do this. I just don't feel like I've been enjoying it these last couple days. I was kind of on the edge of the fence about doing this trip anyways. I just don't feel like I'm gonna enjoy these next few weeks doing this. Not at this time of year. Or if I had maybe a larger vehicle, maybe with a better air conditioning unit, or that was more shaded. Man, I'm talking like once the car's off and the AC's not running, dude, I'm sweating like buckets. I'm just like completely drenched in sweat. And last night I slept at this campground, and I mean, I was sweating so bad. I mean, I know it's the summer and that's what you expect. Like, what did you think? It's the summer in Tennessee. Just get west. I thought I'd get west and I'll be fine, but I don't know, man. Maybe I should just, I think I'm gonna go back home to my parents' house, and I'm gonna go to the doctor because I do have this medical thing that I really should get my numbers checked, get some blood work done. I was planning to go to Montana and Wyoming. It's a long way for old Rhonda, the Honda here, and she's treated me well, but that's really gonna suck if this thing shits the bed in Montana in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I'm kind of going down that rabbit hole of fear, of what if, and talking myself out of it, and maybe I don't want this trip to happen bad enough. I just can't deal with the heat, man. It's really like, I'm super sensitive to the heat, and maybe that's some kind of medical thing that I need to get checked out, but I don't remember being this sensitive to the heat. It's sort of like ever since the PCT, I've become super sensitive to it, or maybe since I got COVID. I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I have systemic Lyme. I haven't been to the doctor in a long time, like way too long anyways. I should have went right before I went on this trip, and just to make myself feel a little better about going. But I'm talking like last night I was having like these, I don't want to call them panic attacks because I don't know if that's what they were. Could have been just heat related, or just really low in electrolytes, or maybe I am like deficient in some vitamin or mineral and I should be taking some kind of supplement. It's just like a wave of fatigue will just hit me. I'm talking like 2 or 3 times during the day. And I was planning to do this hike. I think it's called Mantle Rock. It was only like 2 miles. But man, the drive there, it's kind of down these back roads, these country roads, and it was kind of storming. I'm like, the heat and the storm, and then my energy levels were just like bottoming out. And I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing, man? I'm just feeling like so lost, so like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I'm just wandering around here, working my ass off, making somebody else richer, and saving up, being a cheap ass and saving up my money, and then blowing it on these trips. Which, you know, I love traveling, and I really like solo travel. I do believe that solo travel is a really beneficial thing to do. It's given me so much, but I kind of feel like I'm at a crossroads where I'm in my 5th solo trip. This is my 5th time escaping the real world and going on one of these long, extended travel trips. And I just don't know if I'm gonna gain as much from it this time. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm not saying, I'm not looking to get a 9-to-5 and start becoming a working man and trying to get married and do all that. I don't know where I'm at, but this trip, it just feels like something's not right. And I think maybe it's medical. I'm hoping it's medical. Some kind of thing that like, oh yeah, you're lacking in magnesium or zinc, or you're not eating enough mushrooms or some shit. And maybe that's the problem. I don't know, but I don't feel right. I've never had anxiety or panic attack type feelings. I mean, I threw like the AT, been to Australia, went to Southeast Asia and Europe. I mean, I've never had any kind of feelings like this where I'm just like, and something's not right, and I'll kind of stand up and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like I get really weak sometimes when I pass out, really lightheaded, like I'm lacking in iron or some shit. It doesn't feel right. This trip does not feel right at this time. Maybe in 2 weeks I'll shoot off again and try to get to Montana and Wyoming after I figure out what's going on medically. If the doctor says, hey, everything's fine, or maybe you should eat a little better, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll probably just fly somewhere. Maybe I could fly into Yellowstone and rent a car and then get back to work, because I don't really have enough money to sustain myself. This trip would be cutting it close. If I went to, my plan was just to go to like Yellowstone, see where I'm at, but I was gonna stop at several places along the way. So kind of going, let me see, up through Kentucky and then over towards Kansas City, so across Missouri, and then up through Omaha, Nebraska, and into South Dakota, like through Sioux City. And then I was planning to maybe go up to Fargo, North Dakota, and then go west and come in through the north entrance of Yellowstone, like after going all the way across. Let me see, I guess that would be Montana as well. I don't know, man. I was just kind of trying to plan this when I got on the road. I only had the first few stops planned out. I was actually going to shoot down into eastern Wyoming and go to Devil's Tower too. It was a big trip, man. I was all excited about it, but the heat was just breaking me down, man. The heat wins. I thought, man, I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass probably later tonight. I feel very, I don't know, lost is the wrong word, because it's like feeling like lost or hopeless, or I don't know what I want to do, man. I'm just wandering around. I'm a wanderer. I'm a wanderer, all right? I'm not apologizing for being a wanderer. Again, I'm probably not going to do anything with this footage. I was also planning to make a bunch of videos on the way. I got this hotspot right here. Works really good, at least where I'm at, but I was going to upload a bunch of videos, and I figured out a way to get my mouse and keyboard connected to my phone so I don't have to bring my laptop, and I can just edit videos. And I downloaded this new software. I had it all, like everything is all set up. I'm ready to go right now, but I'm going back home. Just because the one thing I guess I didn't plan for is like, what if you decide that you don't want to do this? And that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe you can only travel so much. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to reset in a different way. I guess what I was thinking before I started this trip was that this was gonna be kind of like a vacation. I'm gonna go to all these cool places. It's not gonna be as grueling as a through hike because I've got my car, I've got power, I've got water, and if I need anything like a cold food, like ice cream or hot food, hot meal, I'll just go and stop at a restaurant or something, no big deal. And yeah, I have all that, I have access to all that, but I'm still deciding to throw in the towel. So I don't know, I'm leading towards the medical excuse, but then why am I like searching for an excuse? Who cares? Who am I trying to explain it for? If you feel like you don't want to go on the trip, then don't go. What the fuck, you know? I don't have to explain myself to anybody. Better one night figuring it out and throwing in the towel than 3 nights, you know, making it to like South Dakota and being like, fuck this, and then blowing all that money. I don't know, I'm not blowing that much money though, is the thing. It's like I'm just spending money on gas I mean, gas is, I paid $3.99 a gallon today, so it is pretty expensive, at least relative to the past. Perhaps when you're watching this in the future, $3.99 a gallon will seem like a steal. I hope not, but who knows, man. Maybe we'll all be driving electric cars because gas will be so unaffordable. I guess, I don't know, it's possible. Maybe I've lost my travel mojo. Whoa, 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 Nelly. We got some traffic. Well, now you get to sit in traffic with me. Funny story, you know, I just got a memory came into my mind from the PCT. I was gonna call it quits at, I'm trying to remember that town. It's the big bridge, just north of San Jacinto. There's a bridge there that everybody hangs out in the shade underneath, and some people will hitchhike and go to the In-N-Out Burger. But I was gonna call it quits in that town. And I was like, all right, well, we'll go get an In-N-Out Burger and get a hotel for the night. Forget the name of the town, it starts with a C. But it's not Cajon Pass, that's what, anyways, I get to this town and me and a couple other hikers, we split a hotel. And I'm telling them, like, I think I'm gonna get off trail. I'm just not enjoying it. And then we got stuck in traffic on the way there. And it was only like a 5-minute drive to this hotel. And we ended up calling an Uber or a Lyft. And dude, it took us an hour. I'm not kidding you. A 5-minute ride. It took an hour to get to this hotel. And the whole time I was sitting in traffic, I was just like, I'm making the wrong decision. I'm gonna sleep at this fucking hotel. And I'm getting back and I'm going to that trail. And that's what I did, damn it. And I got myself another however many miles through the desert. That feeling just came back to me right there when we started getting into this traffic. Like, am I making the wrong decision again? I'm throwing in the towel way too early. You're getting scared and you're quitting. So I don't know. The medical thing is a legit excuse though. Like if I have some shit going on where I'm fucking standing up and passing out, like I don't want to be doing that in grizzly country. I get around with grizzly bears and fucking just pass out. Last night was miserable, man. There was the bugs were just like ear piercing. I've done a lot of hiking and camping in the South, but it was like ear piercing.
Just listen to the cicadas out here.
I don't know, man. I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude trying to travel, wanting to enjoy my time on this planet. That's all I want, just like everybody else. I'm kind of embarrassed at this trip, honestly. I've just been like drained, man. Just like completely drained. Is that just what happens when you hit mid-30s? You start getting old and you start feeling tired all the time? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to get on that HGH or something. Start doing roids. The road trip that never was. Maybe that's what I'll call this video. Maybe I'll release it in coming years or something. The road trip that never was. Or maybe I'll just release it now. Fuck it. I don't care, man. I put videos up on this channel already that I'm like talking about shit in my pants. So maybe just like this is the last time I can travel solo. Maybe I need to start looking for a lady. I've never really been the relationship guy. You know the guy that as soon as he breaks up with one girl, he's right into another relationship with another girl? I'm kind of the opposite of that. I've always been single. So sometimes I'm like, you know what, I think I should get a girlfriend, and then I'll look and be like, you know what, fuck that, let's just stay single. So I've just always been single, and it's hard to like change that. And I think with relationship guys or gals that are always in a relationship, it's hard to get into the single life too. So I don't mind being single all the time, but man, 35, I'm like on the edge. This is where the fork is like, do we go left and like try to start dating and maybe find a wife Or are we gonna go right, we're gonna be a hermit our whole life? And not to be like, because you're single, you have to be a hermit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be single your whole life. I mean, you can have like relationships come and go and all that, but I like that fork is like it's already here and I need to decide soon. Or you know what? Fuck all that. You can decide whenever the hell you want to decide. Who makes these stupid ass rules? That's where my brain needs to go. That's where I'm trying to train my brain to go. But that's easier said than done. Because society, man. Fucking society, man. Kind of been thinking about just giving up on the YouTube thing too. It's cool that I've been able to make money off making YouTube videos. And I don't even have that many subscribers, but I'm currently making about $40 a month off YouTube. Something like that, $35, $40 a month. But it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and attention. I like doing the vlogs. And maybe that's something I'll keep doing. But doing them once a week it's a big ask. It's a lot to it, man. It's a big responsibility. It's a big thing to put on yourself when you're just trying to go out and enjoy a trip or a thru hike. I'm proud of the videos that I've put up so far. I'm not gonna like tear them down and like act like I never did it. It's been a big part of my life, but just know that I am thinking, that's kind of been in the back of my brain for a long time. Like, man, what's the end goal with this YouTube thing? Is anything gonna come of it? Because at a certain point, is this just some sort of obsessive pipe dream that I'm doing? And I really do enjoy it though, is the thing. Like, I enjoy making videos, but what I'm saying is, like, to be successful on YouTube, I think you really need to do at least a video a week. And you need to like spend a good amount of time doing it. Because if you try to half-ass it and just do it whatever, that's gonna come through in the video and people are gonna stop watching. And recently I haven't been releasing videos because I just don't think that they would have been good videos. I've shot a couple things and I'm like, this video sucks. Like, I wouldn't watch this. I would probably unsubscribe to this channel if I were to be watching the video. But I'm just, I feel like my content is better when I'm out traveling and doing stuff like this, which is why I'm glad that I brought the camera and was planning on doing this, but now this happens and I feel like it's best to just throw in the towel on this trip altogether. So I don't know, man. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my life at 35. This is gonna be awesome to watch this at age 60. All right, everybody, that's about enough rambling. I don't know if you watched this whole video. I don't know what to tell you, but thank you. For one, if I put this on my YouTube channel, which I don't think I am, but hopefully let me talk to myself in the future. Mike, look at me, Mike. Whatever you're doing, don't ever regret this decision. You need to be nice to yourself. Don't act like this trip was the turning point and where your life started to fail, because it's not. All right? If you end up working at McDonald's again, who fucking cares? As long as you're happy with where you are now, that's all I can ever do, is just keep following my heart. And my heart just wasn't in this trip going all the way up to Montana and Wyoming right now. It might be in there next week. It might be in there next year. I don't know, but don't worry about it, Mike. You'll get back. You'll get your mojo back. I know it. You're gonna be strong like bull again. And you will be, you'll be all right, man. Take care, stay safe. Peace and love. See you guys.